Now you should be at Mitchell Rock, named for Isaac Mitchell, a Kentuckian who came to Contra Costa County in 1849. First, he bought a farm in the San Ramon Valley and later purchased land in the canyon. Mitchell's son, a cantankerous miner named Doug Mitchell, lived in the area into the 1960s. He was well known in Clayton and had a mine that produced small amounts of copper. It was more of a hobby than a business, though, because the canyon's copper deposits were poor. Nevertheless, the rocks around here have an interesting story. Here's Ken Lavin.
Mitchell Rock is rather blobby looking. That's because it's a rock called pillow basalt, rock that was erupted from underwater volcanoes. And across the way, Mount Zion is the quarry. And the quarry is filled with a rock called diabase. And both the pillow basalt and the diabase are part of an old ocean floor, the Coast Range ophiolite. This particular ocean floor formed during the Mesozoic era, but was uplifted with the rise of Mount Diablo just a couple of million years ago. And it's quite interesting. We see that old ocean floor, the dinosaur age ocean floor, had several different layers. The top layer was actually this pillow basalt. This was submarine volcanoes erupting magma onto the ocean floor. Below that was the diabase that you see at the quarry. That rock is chemically the same as the pillow basalt, but it cooled underground. It never erupted from volcanoes. So the diabase is known as a plutonic igneous rock, and Mitchell Rock here, erupted from volcanoes, is known as a volcanic igneous rock. So 2 layers of the old ocean floor. And further up the canyon, in fact visible from the top of Eagle Peak, is the very bottom layer of that old ocean floor, called serpentinite or serpentine, our state rock. Serpentine has been under siege lately. There's been a concerted movement to delist it, which has geologists around Mount Diablo and throughout California all upset. They've circled the wagons. The rationale for those who do not like serpentine is that one of the minerals is used to make asbestos, chrysotile. And if serpentine is ground up and those asbestos fibers get in the air, it cause you some lung damage if you inhale them. Well, that was the point brought up by the antagonists of serpentinite, and the geologists shot back, well, if you grind up any rock and snort it, it's going to cause some lung damage, probably. Well, the battle went on, but I think those seeking to delist serpentine shot themselves in the foot because they were asked what they wanted to substitute for serpentine as their state rock. And the answer was beach sand, which is wrong on so many levels, starting with it's not even a rock. So that movement has petered out for the moment, and at least for the next few years, serpentine is safe as our state rock.
Now scan the rock and the grassland around it for flowers. Do you see any poppies? There are optional segments on them and 4 other flowers you might see in the chaparral up ahead. Frank's favorite Mitchell Rock species is the California fuchsia.
And they don't bloom until perhaps the end of August and September. And to me, this is almost a reflection of the glory of California, that you have this tough flower which grows on rocks, sinking its roots into little cracks to try to get moisture, God knows how deep, inside of the rock, and comes out with these beautiful fall trumpet-like flowers, which the hummingbirds incidentally love.
For stop 3, walk for half a mile, that's 15 minutes or so, along a trail that contours through the chaparral. Stop when you get to a signpost overlooking the town of Clayton.